And that's not to mention the billion-dollar system of projection I gave him. Right? He's probably already stolen it. Which I gave him as tribute when I was writing my letters. And so, just to clear the air about that, it's a system of projection, right? Where every frame and sound file in the film is converted into NFTs, right? And so, here, I'll sketch it out right now. 1 second. Okay, so the system of projection converts the images and the sound files into a sequence of NFTs, right? And so here's an example of my point. And so the idea is that it prevents uploading of creative content into generative AI, right? It can't stop fraud, but it will give you a clear path to, or not fraud, but it can't stop pirating, but it can offer you a clear path to legal recourse. Okay, so if this is your projector, this is for new movies. Right? This is for new movies. This is your projector, right? This is the screen, right? And I don't know that you can actually do this with analog. I drew it as an analog, but it's primarily digital projection, right? But on the projector is a Raspberry Pi with the blockchain, right? And so as each frame is projected, each sound bite, right, is expressed, right? The blockchain sends the function of its programming to the whatever you would call it, like the mainframe, right? The wherever the warehouse. I don't know. I'm not a fucking. I despise Silicon Valley in any measurable way. The server house, right? Wherever it keeps the server for all of the Raspberry Pis, right? So it's a loop, right? So the blockchain does the function of its programming and then sends the timestamp of when the blockchain is sequenced back to the server, right? And so that's right. Like this is your right. It's a closed loop of accountability, right? That if intellectual property emerges on generative AI, on OpenAI, on all these things, right? Then whomever has had their material stolen or uploaded illegally can go back to the timestamps for when each NFT sequence was projected. Right? And so this works unilaterally across any sort of like it would work for anything. Right? But this is my point when I say I gave him a lot. I gave him a lot. Like you could take that one idea, right, as a creator. Right? And if your artistic prowess is enough, right, then you like say you have infinite money, right? Like Quentin Tarantino, right? He could create his own cryptocurrency, right? And only allow you to purchase any of his artistic endeavors through buying his cryptocurrency and then sell separately, right, the specific piece of hardware that allows the individual who purchases the art to view legally the material that you create. Oh no, kitty. Right, like this is the future, right? And if you are good enough, right, then your cryptocurrency can become so popular that you engender a measurable change or influx in the financial market through through your artistic endeavors purely, right? That's like, then you're engendering a new thing, right? That through, it's like an arcade, right? It's like an arcade, you put the money in the machine and then the tokens go back into the arcade. Right? So this is like a 21st century arcade kind of idea is what I'm saying here. And I gave that to him for free. And I didn't have any sketches or anything with it, but right, that is 100%, that's the future. That's the future. Where anyone who makes a movie, right, if they actually don't want it to be uploaded illegally, pirated illegally, then they're going to have to start building hardware and embedding every single frame and sound file as a sequence of NFTs in blockchain. That's the future. Right?